Hey guys, Dark Prometheus here. This is going to be a quick rundown of Season 2 preseason weeks through 1 and 4. So first is the Cowboys, then we'll do the second game with some roster looks. We might have a trade or two, and then our cuts after the fourth game. Remember, at safety we did trade Justin Poyer. So we're going to go with Denmark, the starting safety in this game. See how he performs over this one and maybe the next one before we consider doing any trades or any thoughts of making some switches. So we'll see. We start this one against Dallas, a very good run team, so we can see how our linebackers hold up against Zeke in this great offensive line in Dallas. We're going to see the first snaps of Drew Brees as a Buffalo Bill after the Saints took another direction. And as well, we're going to see Zay Jones be the legit #1 receiver in this offense. So here we go as Butker kicks this one off. And this one's going to be taken out of the end zone through 20 and taken down at the 23. And so, Dak Prescott, with this great offensive line in front of him, let's see how we can do against our little revamped defense, but also let's see how these deep balls go against Denmark. So, dropping back, looking, max protect, going deep, and didn't need to make the contact down. They're attacking Denmark early and often, and that one was an overthrow, but that PI gives them a first down. Zeke up the middle. Zeke with a 15, 16-yard run up the middle. Little I formation here. Misdirection play action. Looking deep. Going to the end zone, and he's going to fit it into his tight end. That's going to be Schultz, and that is a quick strike. We're starting to see the issues with this defense already. But today it's all about the offense. Drew Brees coming in and taking the reins. Josh Allen's going to learn a little bit behind a Super Bowl winning vet and see if he can take us to the promised land for this year. So dropping back, looking. Brees tipped at the line. Zay Jones has got it off the tip, and that'll be a first down, gain of 14. Empty backfield, looking. Rain is going to impact some of these routes, and that's thrown to Croft. Good box out. That's a catch. Going to be a handoff to Yeldon, and Yeldon stopped quickly. We're going to be leaning a little bit more on this run game this year to open up Drew Brees in the pass game, as this one's dumped off to Singletary on 3rd and 9. Nowhere to go there. 3 Cowboys in the vicinity, but we do get a field goal. Play action. Blitz up the middle, looking on the outside, and cannot make a move there on the tight end as Denmark, and that missed tackle does not help by White. On 2nd and 4, a couple more plays later, going on the outside, and we cannot contain Zeke, and he turns the corner. A lot of tight ends in this formation. Zeke on the outside again, and we cannot contain him, and Edmonds cannot make the play, so there's a rushing touchdown for Zeke. Brees shifting over, going to find his man, Croft, going to be for a first down. On 3rd and 5 in the same drive, going deep, that's out wide, and Shields, the rookie, can't make a play against Xavier Jones. We do go for it on 4th down, and we do not convert, but later on in the next drive, we do a blitz against Dak on 3rd and inches. Eli Apple, another addition coming from that nickel spot. And we get the ball back. Going into the second quarter now. Allen out running the defense, and he's going to have a completion for a first down. Still going same drive. Looking deep, and Allen just overthrowing the rookie. Just wide open there. We're going to hand it off to Singletary. Singletary has some space out wide with this speed, turning on the Jets. And Singletary looks like he was banged up from the hip from behind. That will be a long-term injury. He'll be out, I think, 5 weeks. But this is why Josh Allen needs some time to really figure out this offense behind Drew Brees. Misses 2 consecutive throws and had his man not able to make a play. Not even close. Here looking though, goes over the middle, and that one is thrown to Shields. and that one will be caught. So luckily we get 3 attempts, but good defenses aren't going to allow you to do that. Going into the third here, Bourne coming off a deep post, and that's going to be a good throw by Allen and a touchdown. Thing is, though, our defense was just inadequate in stopping a lot of what Dallas could do. We have a couple good plays there by Denmark trying to make over what happened earlier in the game, and Kareth White had a good carry, and this is one of them right here, a big burst, and he's going to have a 58 yards on the day. That was a 40-yard run there. But with the injury to Singletary after that loss to the Cowboys, we're going to bring in Ty Montgomery. Never really did this before in bringing a receiver hybrid, as well as one trade here, Matt Milano. We're going to trade him to the Eagles. In return, we get a 2nd, 6th, and 7th. That 2nd is in 2022. So off to our next game here with the Jags. And again, running up the middle we're having issues with, but Denmark playing some good defense out there after the Nick Foles throw out to Leary. Play action, looking deep. Foles has some room, and well, that's a good box out against the rookie Hoskins. 3rd and 4 though, looking, blitz up the middle. Is not going to get there, quick throw on the outside and tipped away by Kendal Fuller, the new addition. Brees. After that field goal, looking as time puts a dot in between 4 defenders to Croft, and that's going to be a 1st down. The accuracy of Drew Brees is the biggest thing that we definitely need, as there's the first handoff to Montgomery for a good gain. Going to hand it off again to Montgomery on the outside, and he's going to have another good game. Montgomery's going to be this speed, and we don't know what we're going to do with Singletary when he comes back off injury. So Brees going deep, has a man, it's going to be Montgomery out of the backfield. I almost said Singletary, but that's Montgomery, a 56-yard touchdown strike, doing a seam route out of the backfield. A linebacker on him in trail, and that is a good throw. I'm not sure if Allen actually makes that throw, but here we go on defense. Kendal Fuller making a good play there against Grant, but ultimately we do lose that one still. But here is why we brought him in. Another news story of a couple patches ago. Drew Brees going to mentor Josh Allen and mentor his ability to throw under pressure. We do make one more move though, as I'm not convinced that Stephen Denmark is the answer. I saw Chauncey Gardner-Johnson on the trade block. And so we're going to give up some picks for him. We're going to give up a 5th and a 6th in the next draft, and a 3rd round in 2022. So we'll see how he performs. Our next opponent's the Seahawks, as it's Ty Montgomery out of the backfield. Good catch and a decent gain out of that. Going later on the drive on 3rd and 9. Brees going the outside, finds Cole Beasley. And Beasley kind of the one man out after the drafting of Shields. We'll see how he does this season and see if we make any moves. But Brees going deep. That's to Knox. And Knox has that one. A good dime ball there by Brees. Good footwork by Knox. And that'll be a touchdown strike. So Russell Wilson trying to answer here. Wheel route to the outside. Gets White. And looks like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson's out there with the tackle as well. A little play action. Looking deep. Going to go on the comeback. And that's going to be a good passing outside by Russell Wilson. The live formation. Misdirection. Going to the outside. Has a blocker. And if he would have cut that in the outside, that would have been a touchdown for sure. But here's a handoff to the receiver in the outside. Again, if he turns that corner, Matthews probably has a clear way in the end zone. A handoff to Penny, breaking a tackle. And this time he does follow his blocks to the outside. And Penny has a TD here. Actually, that is Carson, not Penny. Penny is number 30, I believe. Drew Brees, though, on 2nd and goal in the next drive. Good pass there to Cole Beasley. Good line play by the O-line. And, well, Carson out wide again. A big run. And Chauncey Gardner-Johnson's the only one there for the stop. After we give up a field goal, Brees trying to do a little 2-minute offense. Yeldon, big hit though. And it's going to be picked up and taken to the house. Yeldon took that big hit. And that is Eric Berry out there playing safety for the Seahawks. And so Brees trying to get something before the half. Going deep, going over the middle. That's another good throw in between 5 Seahawks defenders. Dropping back, Brees has time. Sets that into Beasley again on the deep out route. On first down here within the 15. Brees looking, going deep. And Ty Montgomery going up for the football against Eric Berry. Making a great play, and if he continues playing like that, he'll be in Buffalo for at least a couple more years. Run by Carson up the middle. As Wilson looking to take over this game and get a lead, as this one's an in route to Lockett there, White on the tackle. Empty backfield, looking downfield. Has a man wide open, it's his tight end, and he's going to be close. They're going to give it to him. This is going to be Blake Bortles, the quarterback out here. But this is a handoff. This time it is Penny. Penny's number 20. And now Penny has a touchdown. So trying to get the 2-point conversion, but here a good tackle by Joseph, and this is why we have some depth there, but ultimately we lose another game. And so here's the Saints. Little return reunion for Brees in some preseason play. We do not play them in the season though, as Kamara, one of the more dynamic backs in the league, if not the most dynamic, and he's going to have a couple of rushes here. Brissett is the one that took over for Drew Brees, so we'll see how he does this year. That dump off is only a gain of 1. Brissett looking downfield, looking pressure up the middle, force a quick throw down and cannot make the tackle. Gotta make that tackle on the outside. Murray breaks it, and that's a first down. So first and goal. The Saints trying to strike first. Brissett's going to be a handoff to Murray. Murray's going to get hit once, break a tackle, and try to spin out of it. There's a flag. It will be an illegal block in the back, so they will not get the ball at the 1. So it's coming back to the 15 on the first and goal. Looking, Brissett has time to dump it off, trying to work upfield, breaking a tackle, but finally cleaned up by Edmonds. And Fuller here is actually injured. Luckily, it is nothing big, but well, that one to Kamara it will be for a touchdown. So we'll see a little bit of Eli Apple on the outside, but Drew Brees in his return from New Orleans. Going to hand it off here to Ty Montgomery. Big gain up the middle. Beasley cannot get there with the block, otherwise could have been more. Brees dropping back, looking. Has time, but he's going to dump it off to Beasley, and he's going to get the first down. Dropping back, looking. Has time, waits for it. See a tight end open in the middle of the field. It's crossed, and that's going to be the safety coming down on a tackle, first down. Brees dropping back, looking, moving into the pocket. He's going to go down with a sack. That's going to be Onamata, his first of the day, and I believe that's the first for the Saints on the day. Brees back in shotgun, 3rd and 24. Dropping back. Blitz is picked up. Has a man deep. He's going to be all alone, and Croft jumps up with the football instead of catching it and running it. And that will end up only being a field goal. Had his man probably for a touchdown. But going on defense, this is why we drafted him. Hoskins with a good tackle for loss. Going to dump it off here. Good coverage downfield. It'll be a 3rd and 20 after a penalty, though. Dropping back, looking, going over the middle. That's going to be caught. And we have some contact between some Bills trying to make a play, but Thomas will get to the sticks. Same drive, though. 3rd and goal from the 14. Looking. Brissett's going to run this. Brissett is going to slide. Good coverage by the linebackers in zone. and the Saints get a field goal. Dropping back though, here's Allen going over the middle, and Shields has this one. We're going to be protecting Brees a little bit in this game, and we're going to see what Allen and extended look with the ones look like. This is going to be dumped off to McKenzie, as it's a good decision by Allen. 2nd 4, dropping back, looking. Has time, going in space to Shields. Good box out against the corner, and that's a first down. Allen going to hand it off here to Ward. Ward going to the outside, the rookie, and he's going to have it just inside, but we still don't score. We have to go for a field goal. McKenzie, though, coming across the middle. That's a good catch and a little bit of run after. Clay in the backfield this time with the live formation play action. Looking downfield. Has a man underneath. It's going to be the tight end, Sweeney, and he cannot force his way into the end zone. So a 3rd and goal finally working up. And here, thrown out to Shields. Good possession, catch, and touchdown. Josh Allen, he's playing good. And, well, hopefully he develops behind Brees this season. Dropping back, we're set. Time. Going to put it over. That's going to be picked up by Lewis. He is the 3rd string, if not the 4th string safety out here. Barrett is going to be the one that tackles him, but going to be a face mask. And that is a reserve player out there. Some good plays. Josh Allen, though, trying to capitalize on it. Going to put it out to Shields. Shields has a good run inside the 10, down at the 4. Clay in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to him. Clay into the end zone untouched. And the Bills putting some points on the board after the takeaway. Up 24-17, but the Saints trying to answer back. Barrett looking. Good throw over the middle, and that's going to be inside the 5, down to 2. Trying to goal line stand here. Trips over to the left. Looking. Quick throw, and that's going to be caught by the tight end, Hill. Actually, that might be the hybrid tight end and quarterback, Tyson Hill. But Ward here, that's stripped out by a defender. And that was Hopkins that had that one stripped out. And so we're going to see what we can do against this run game, but it's not doing great. That's Thomas Rawls with a first down. Quick on the left side, we're going to stop there. 2nd and 11. Trying to get a chance to do something and trying to strip it out. It's not going to go anywhere out of that one. 3rd and 11, though, going to be a handoff. Carson taken down, so we have some time. No timeouts, 1:07 left. Can Josh Allen do something? Going here, Shields cannot hold on to football. And we're going for the win here because we want to see this offense. It is a preseason. Looking downfield. Has time. Off his back foot, puts it behind a defender, and that's a good catch by Shields. 10-second runoff, looking downfield. Allen has time, going to dump it off to McKenzie. McKenzie working up the field to the 40 and goes out of bounds at the 39. Just inside field goal range, but remember we're going to test our offense here. No field goals. Looking downfield, going deep, and Allen makes a decision to put it into triple coverage. Going to run better routes than that. Allen, play action, looking downfield. Has a man open, but there's a double team that comes off the last one, and that was a good dime to Bass, but he just ran out of room. Looking downfield, throws that one. It is tipped away from Sweeney and intercepted by Hopkins. Allen with the tackle, but that will end our day in New Orleans. So going with the cuts here, we need to cut 13 players. We can put a lot of these on our practice squad if they are eligible. We put Ward on the practice squad. Bolden, not something we're going to go with in the future. We're going to cut him. A couple receivers put on the practice squad, developmental players. And then a tight end, Hobart there, is going to go over to the practice squad as well. Looking at our line, we brought in 2 guys really as reserves, so we didn't play our entire starters. And we cannot really cut Ty Nsekhe because of his contract, so we're going to actually cut the 2 tackles we brought in as reserves to play inside the line. They played decent in preseason against backups, but when they played against the stars, we don't think they were adequate, really. We're going to put Braxton Gross, one of our draft picks, on the practice squad. We're going to keep John Green because of that hidden talent. Might not see what that is this season, but he is going to grow faster than a lot of players on the roster, plus his youth at 23 is a lot more attractive. As for safeties, we have 6 in the roster right now. We have to make a determination. Denmark can play a hybrid portion, but with Johnson, I am not really high on 84 speed, so we're going to go ahead and cut him. Howard is a guy that we end up actually drafting. I accidentally drafted a kicker, but we took one in free agency, and I like Butker better, so that competition is out. And looking at what the game really recommends there, Redwood McLeod, I like him, and Wims. We're not going to cut Denmark. We have Julian Stanford here, which really at 29 years old, we can move on with him with limited impact to our cap next year. And we're going to pick up a couple guys going into the practice squad. The biggest one is Schillinger, the middle linebacker. So week 1 against the Texans, let's see what we have here. We have to pick our goal. We got 6 wins in a row before really Josh Allen went down with an injury. Our schedule is not completely out of reach with that. We do play some tough opponents like the Rams, going against the Chargers. Jets are always difficult. 49ers, Seahawks. Going to Denver is always an issue, but they're come to us, the Chiefs. But I think we could pull out 7 wins. So give you an idea of who the resignings are. Ty Montgomery is the biggest one that has some impact. We'll see how he does in this season. But the biggest ones are Tre'Davious White and Zay Jones. So there's 2 stars we're going to retain. White's only 25, and I believe Zay Jones is also 25 as well. I don't know what we're going to do with Drew Brees or Yeldon. I'm going to get younger at the running back position with Yeldon, but I want a player that's more dynamic, so we might look in the draft. And Brees, if I can keep him one more year, I would like to. However, we'll see if he actually stays beyond this year. Another one is left tackle Deion Dawkins. He's a starter, and he has some good stats and growing. He's only 26, so a couple more years of him before he starts regressing. And then we're going to move on from Trent Murphy and look at the draft, and Ty Nsekhe is a reserve at this point. Wims is a guy we like, so we're going to bring him in. Of course, we're going to bring in our punter, but here's our starting offense to start it. Zay Jones out wide. Beasley's going to be our number 2 until we go into slot, and then Shields is going to be the number 2 receiver on the outside. Line's pretty much the same besides Woodbury. On the defense, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, we traded for Hoskins there, is going to take over as middle linebacker 2. And you know, we've brought in Fuller and Apple out wide. So I will see you guys in week 1 against the Texans. Later, guys.